Welcome to the special edition of Neurology News Network. I'm Marco Meglio. Please excuse our appearance this week as a majority of the U.S. workforce, including the Neurology Live team, moves to working remote as we come together to help reduce the spread of the novel coronavirus. This month, a group of authors published recommendations in neurology to point to the possible issues and their solutions regarding stroke care amid the COVID-19 pandemic. They offered advice and specifically addressed the potential impact of the pandemic on quality of care, ethical considerations, safety and logistic issues, and research in stroke. The paper ultimately concluded that stroke providers need to balance the overall needs of the community while remaining advocates for those with stroke and the safety of providers, including making adjustments in the delivery of care that should be adapted to each unique environment. Additionally, they noted it is important to keep in mind that as care continues during the pandemic, stroke providers will need to rely on prediction modeling and surge planning to continue to adapt to the best served care of all patients with stroke. Andrew Russman, head of the stroke program and medical director of the Comprehensive Stroke Center at Cleveland Clinic, and co-authors, wrote that they anticipate that ongoing and emergent research will continue to offer additional insights and will provide evidence which could prompt the modification or removal of some of their recommendations. Avadel Pharmaceuticals announced its investigational once-nightly formulation of sodium oxybate, FT218, met all three of its co-primary endpoints in the Phase 3 REST-ON trial for the treatment of excessive daytime sleepiness and cataplexy in patients with narcolepsy. All three doses of FT218 demonstrated highly significant, clinically meaningful improvements on the Maintenance of Wakefulness Test, Clinical Global Impression Improvement scores, and mean weekly cataplexy attacks. Greg Divis, Chief Executive Officer of Avadel, said in a statement, "We are looking forward to sharing the results from the REST-ON study with the FDA and progressing forward towards a potential approval that would allow us to bring this important treatment to the patients who need it most. If approved, FT218 would be the first once-nightly therapy to address both excessive daytime sleepiness and cataplexy in patients with narcolepsy." Helios Medical Technologies announced today that its portable neuromodulation stimulator device, a short-term treatment for gait deficit due to mild and moderate symptoms of multiple sclerosis used in conjunction with supervised physical therapy, has received breakthrough designation by the FDA. The PONS is currently authorized for sale in Canada as a Class 2 non-implantable medical device, where it is indicated as a short-term 14-week treatment for chronic balance deficit due to mild to moderate traumatic brain injury. It is still an investigational medical device in the United States, Europe, and Australia. In January, Helios was awarded the Pioneer Technology Development Award for the PONS device, presented by the Brain Mapping Foundation and Society for Brain Mapping and Therapeutics, given to trailblazing technology companies and their CEOs and presidents who have facilitated the development of pioneering technologies through interdisciplinary approaches that have impacted diagnostics, treatment, and healthcare delivery in unprecedented ways. For more direct access to expert insight, head to neurologylive.com. This has been Neurology News Network. Thanks for watching.